confirmation. Right on. Well, I appreciate that. Let me see. Let me make sure I'm following you back. Here, I just followed you back, darling. Capricorn Nation. Gotta support each other. Okay, so let's. It doesn't like this background. There. It didn't like the picture of Nicolandria because it's hating. Tried to give me a restriction with nobody in here. See, this new algorithm is high key racist. You can tell already. Anything that has to do with MAGA, it's gonna be racist. Yep. Okay. So we have YouTube up, and we have um, Linnell Stiller. Hello, darling. I'm grabbing my phone charger and my tripods. But thanks for coming through. Bonita, thanks for coming through. I hope you guys are safe and warm and snug as bugs in your freaking abodes and just keeping each other warm and healthy during this time. Like it's crazy. Now, okay, we know that from the middle of the United States through the East Coast, they're experiencing a super freeze, not to be conflicted with or confused with Rick James Super Freak. Nope, it's a super freeze. Okay, and they were like, trees are going to be exploding. It's going to be 36 inches of this, and oh, be careful. And all the stores were sold out, and all this stuff, you know. And so I just hope that everybody's staying as safe as possible in their perspective cabins. In the meantime, I was like, well, I was TikTok is so very different. Just since you know who took over on the 22nd. Um, yeah, just since then. And like right now today, I posted several videos over there, and none of them posted, and all the stuff on my feed is not my regular algorithm. It's very boring and not normal, you know. But I did want to show us what the VanCarthens have been up to because it's Sunday and we haven't talked since we saw each other on Thursday, and there has been confirmation of our speculations. We are pretty fucking good, VanCarthens. We are pretty good. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back because you're good. Okay? Now, the last time we saw each other, we were talking about how she was on her way to Paris. No, wait, was she on her way to Paris yet? I don't really remember. I'm doing a lot of talking over here, y'all. But anyway, the last time we saw her, one of the last times, no, it was the week before she was Bridgerton Landria. And then this week, that wasn't Bridgerton Landria, that was Joe Malone Landria, remember? And that was with the luxury lifestyle brand Joe Malone, who happens to be a woman. Um, and it's a London-based brand. And so she was over there, and we think she was doing the hazelnut scent. When I say we, I mean me. We think she was doing the hazelnut scent, right? And then, but we were still speculating from the Bridgerton show that she would be returning to Paris for Paris Fashion Week and be in none other than the same designer's fashion show for the Couture Day 1, which is tomorrow in Paris, right? So then, while she was at Bridgerton, the French fans. Now, I do need to talk to you guys about the French fans. I do, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I'm not sure if Mercury's retrograde in my friendship house, because I was talking to who I thought was a very good friend, and I'm like, still, she's my friend. I don't know what she's going through, that she was like all on me like this, but um, so I'm kind of all over the place. Follow along. So we speculated she would return to France. At Bridgerton, she left the event. There's video footage everywhere of her leaving the event, the text thread got released about how she was like, oh, we're outside in the back. And she was like, I'll come outside. And she went outside, and there was a group of fans out there. And most of them were melanated. And they were like, you know, you're practically like Justin Bieber. We're out here for you, Olandria. We love you. You're so authentic. And we love you. And so somebody had asked her that night, will you be returning for Fashion Week? We sure hope so. And she did say that night that she would be back for Fashion Week. So we already knew that. Okay. And curve it. And so we knew that, but it wasn't confirmed what show. It was all speculation, remember? Because the gown she had on at the event was that bubble gown. Let me see. Can I find it for you guys? Thanks for coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. And get notified when I upload videos, y'all. Okay? Or go live and pop on here like I'm doing right now. Because I was, say, Trey bored. I mean, I have stuff I could be working on, but I literally been jonesing for a VanCarthens dump. Okay, so I was looking for the dress in in Bridgerton-Landria. Here we go. Okay, remember this dress, Bridgerton-Landria, right? So that designer's name is Rahul. His name is Rahul Mishra. Rahul Mishra is the designer of that dress, okay? And she wore it to Bridgerton-Landria. He's on the roster for tomorrow at Paris Fashion Week Couture Day 1, right? So we were like, okay. And then we were like, okay, so she's definitely going to be at his show. That's what we speculated. And then we were like, okay, well, if she's at the show, is she going to be walking in the show, or is she going to be sitting at the show? Now, I'm not a fashion girly. I have, I've done fashion stuff. I've done print. I've done runway as a BBW. That's what they used to call us, BBW models, big, beautiful women, plus size models. I was in that magazine, BBW, back in the day, a couple of times. I was in a makeup thing for Chanel. I still have my bronzer from then. I don't use it no more because but yeah, their highlight bronzer, like I did a thing for them. Different kinds of clothes, shoes, makeup, all kinds of stuff. But I've walked in fashion shows, but they were like at the fair, at the mall, at a hall, something like that. It was never like on a runway for a fashion week type of huge event per se. Now, as a aspiring model at the time, I wanted to be walking in the show. Duh. But what they're telling me, based off of the panels over there in the TikTok streets and here in the YouTube streets, they're saying that it's much more accolades to be sitting in the front row of these premier fashion shows than to even be walking in the fashion shows. To like work in them is great, but if you get to sit at one, that's awesome, right? And I was like, well, she said she wanted to be a model, so I certainly hope she's walking in it. She didn't say she wanted to be a sitter. She just got finished sitting at the elevator place trying to sell to people elevators. She done with sitting. She wants to be a model, and models walk and pose. So I couldn't imagine that. Yeah, well, I know she's grateful, and probably anything she did was going to be awesome, but I just wasn't feeling personally that she was aspiring to like necessarily 7 months later be like sitting in front rows of fashion shows when she could be like adding to her portfolio of work per se, right? So we were speculating, and then she left and went down to the Paris the other day. She was on her way, and we got this picture. Milo, I don't know why you stink. You just got a bath. Ugh. Okay, so I have to go way far back. Am I going the right way? No, I'm going the wrong way. I have to go this way. Okay, I'm going the very wrong way. Which way do I fucking go? Is the sound back? On. If trees could talk, what would they say? I don't know. I don't know. Can you guys hear us yet? Over in the. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, now you can hear me. See? Everything's tripping. Now, does the same fuckers that own TikTok now own YouTube? Because it's tripping over there too. I don't know. Milo, from under me with that licking shit. My misophonia is kicking in. Get from by me with that licking. I don't want to hear that. Go groom yourself elsewhere, dog. Please, I love you. Just go. Lick your ass someplace else. I don't want to hear it. You guys, my misophenia gets so bad with this fucking dog. You know what misophenia is, right? Do you know what misophenia is? Misophenia is when like the sound of people breathing and eating and chewing and stuff gets on your nerves. It's called misophenia. And when you notice lots of numbers and patterns like 1111, 111, 555, 27, whatever your number patterns are, that's apophenia. Yeah, apophenia and misophenia. The Nias are like compulsions is what I'm gathering. But yeah, I didn't know what it was with this dog. I love Milo. I love him. But he gets like so by me, like he's like, oh, we're part of the pack. But dude, I don't lick myself like that. I'm just like, I don't want to hear that sound. It's so gross to me. Oh my God. Anyway, poor Milo, he can't help it. He can't help it. But that's also why I don't let him lick me. Because I'm like, you just spent a good 3 minutes nonstop licking your own sphincter. Do not lick me ever, dog. Never lick me. He knows better, too. He knows better than to lick me, you guys. We have a total understanding. My dog is not a licker. You're not coming over here. He not kissing you. He not kissing me. He's keeping that loud. He's keeping his tongue in his mouth when he's around humans. He knows he doesn't that's not how we play. We don't play sphincter. No. We're not no. So anyway, now that the sound is back. She had a date night on Friday. Was it Friday? Because she had Joe Malone. She was in LA with Nick. We talked about that. That was Thursday. We got to go live about that, right? And we were doing all the speculation of the Joe Maloney stuff. And then Friday happened when she went to date night immediately following Joe Malone. And once she left date night, that's date night. Once she left date night, because we went over her questions and answers, and remember we took a quiz on Thursday. We did the quiz from Fashion Bomb or Elite Daily. It was the How Well Do You Know the VanCarthens quiz, remember? And everybody here got 100%. And the only thing we know, and the only reason we know they went on date night is because she posted this photo. There's nothing, Nick didn't post anything. They didn't post any of the food they ate or anything. Did they show us the food? No. So then the next day, this starts popping up. Wait, where's this? Was it this? Date night. In the meantime, Nick was getting ready to spin. I think this is in Oklahoma or Ohio, something with an O. But somebody went on set before him. He was very pleased. He was like really digging the set. What's this? He's like, you naughty boy, to the DJ. And then got to catch another flight. So he was hanging on by a thread, and he was leaving from where he was on his way to Miami simultaneously, because they're a jet setting pair. She was doing the teens. She posted this. I feel like she's making more content with this photo right here, obviously. And then she shot this and told us Paris Landria. But you guys, that was after I had gone, she said, on my way to... Let's see. Oh, here we are. So that's what it was. So after date night, she had posted this on her thread. She's been using threads a lot too, you guys. Because this message I did not see in her Instagram, which is how my shit gets to threads, is because I go to Instagram. I haven't really posted anything directly to threads, except for this answer when I said, but is Paris ready for hashtag Parislandria? And I hadn't seen other people use Parislandria yet. And you know, in my mind, I'm always first with this stuff. So I was like, Parislandria, right? Because she's like, Paris bound. Oh, and do y'all like my new PFP? I have no idea what the fuck PFP means, right? But I had written that, and then the next picture she posted was this, Parislandria on the way. So I feel like she saw my post, you guys. I feel like she saw it. Now she did. Now I went to go look for it in her comments to see if she had liked it or acknowledged it, because she did do this post right after I posted this and said hashtag Parislandria. So in my mind, I helped. But I don't have to take all the credit. I'm sure a lot of you VanCarthens were on it. Let's see. I love this. I love how creative the VanCarthens are. And I love how how do I even do that? I don't know. It won't let me turn off my camera or nothing. Say that. Milo, you're starting again. Go out of here. Sorry, I just can't. I just can't. Just can't. Yeah, how do you even turn the camera off on here? I don't know. Flip camera. Settings. I was going to try to make it my icon, but the icon only comes up when the people are here, when I'm a guest. When I'm not the guest, I have to put up something else. But I had my whole thumbnail thing created for you guys, but like I said, this new fangled TikTok algorithm sucks balls. Yep. Yeah, so anyway, so then I like the fan art and these pictures that come out. Did you go and see her or something? Oh, did you guys see this here in YouTube? There's this whole thread on Damn Threads about how they think that Nick and Olandria are somehow engaged or something like that. Because you see this picture here with all the red squiggles on it? Well, basically, let me break this down for you. Basically, the dates on the pictures are similar. And they both have on matching Cartier rings. Okay. And remember, we posted this picture of her going to the gym. I think that was Thursday. Yeah, that was Thursday. We saw this picture on Thursday. And then he posted that he was going to be DJing someplace also on Thursday. Well, the sleuths that we are, have, you see that picture? That is a picture of a ring on Olandria's. It looks like her ring finger. I don't know if she had a mirror on when she was taking this picture or not. But it looks like that could be her left hand. And it is a band on her left hand. And then on Nick's hand in the picture, you can see also the same exact ring. Now, I can't see that it's Cartier, and I have glasses on. Okay? I can't see. However, the sleuth that decided and put it right here for us to write that it's Cartier, I'm willing to go with that. I'm willing for it to be a Cartier ring and not one of those fitness rings. I'm willing for it to be that. You know what? You know what? Because hey, I'll take what I can fucking get from the VanCarthens. Okay? I'll take what I can get. Do you guys see it? Can you see if it's a matching ring or not? Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. But back to the verifiable facts. Okay, also this post. So you see how it says, welcome back to Paris. Please, in the name of securing more European and specifically French brands, refrain from posting how much you dislike French food. The French take gastronomy very serious. As a Brit who wants to see you do well, this is my little advice. Now, I know this person, and this person actually is the one that turned me on to Love Island for all of this. So, you know, we love her. So I was like, hello, VanCarthens under there. And this person went on to tell me that there was an issue in France about Olandria posting this. Let me show you guys the one. Remember we went through this? Was it this one? We went through her photos. Remember when she went Snapchat? She had a Q&A on Snapchat while she was at the Joe Malone shoot till 2 in the morning. And so she was like, let's, you know, talk, basically. So somebody asked, how did she like the Parisian food? Now, I thought I had that picture too, but I haven't been able to find it. Let's see. Is it this one? Is it? Because she had posted about this. Let's see. Basically, she said, what I thought she said was something about she can't, she's so country that she didn't eat the food and she looked for soul food instead. And she had talked earlier about her palate. She doesn't eat steak because it moves. Like, so she has like a very kind of picky palate, I guess you could say. Like, she doesn't like meat that bleeds, that looks like that. She doesn't like cheese unless it's melted. But anyway, somebody had asked the question about food. And she said that she practically died because she couldn't really get into the food. And she's so country. She looked for some soul food. And then when she got it, she complained about the soul food not tasting like home. And she knows she's too much, y'all. Like, that's what I read. Like, I took it as a self-deprecating recognition of her Alabama palate. And, you know, so she was just looking for something, for creature comforts, basically. But as it turns out, in France, they get very panties in a bunch. What do you call panties in France? I don't know. So you get your panties in a bunch in France. So the person calls me, not calls me, but we were talking on socials. And I was like, oh, yeah, that was innocent enough. So I send her the picture of how she said it. And I was like, well, it's not really a big deal because we didn't hear about, you know, it's not really a big deal. I said, what I'm really hearing you say is that the people in France are talking about our girl Olandria. She's global, she's international, and I don't think her saying that she doesn't really like French food and can't eat the cheese and stuff as a disrespect. I just don't. And I said, not everybody's food is for everybody. And the person was kind of upset with me and was like, well, it's disrespectful. Somebody on her team should have told her something because you don't just go to other people's countries and disrespect their cuisine. And France is connected to their food and it's their culture. And I'm like, all the fucked up shit France has ever, this is what I'm thinking. I didn't say it. But I'm thinking all the fucked up shit France has ever done to any other motherfucking country, and they have their nerves to have their panties in a bunch because an American girl from the country goes over there and says that she doesn't want to eat the food and she was looking for something from home. Like, it's just a lot. It just felt like some more. I'm like, so they got those kind of trolls in France too, the kind that just hate for no damn fucking reason except for they got up with God's gift of life in their lungs, so they just gonna complain about what this lady does with her fucking life. Like, how is it really a problem to answer a question honestly, even when you're a motherfucking broad? Was she supposed to lie and say that she loves French fries and beignets? What the fuck was supposed to happen? I just don't even fucking understand, is all the self-talk I was doing. But I kept it cute with my friend. And so, but that didn't work, because then my friend decided that I needed to hear Chat GPT's answer and said that I don't know. She said, I don't think you know how you're coming off. You're defensive and you're trying to convince me about her, and I'm just mentioning this and you're not even receiving it. I'm thinking it's because I don't need to fucking receive it, because we didn't even know what the fuck was going on in France until you happened to mention it to me, and I will bring it up in my next live, so thanks for the topic. But she got even more upset with me, and I was just really like, well, something else must be going on with my friend, because this is weird. We haven't interacted like this before, except for the last time that we did interact like this. It was over Love Island, and I told you guys before that she got me into Love Island, but now we can't even talk about it because she was a full-on shalace, and she thought that Nick should have went and talked to Sierra, and she thought that da-da-da-da-da, and so we've been bumping heads on this since July 25th, okay? And it started off so nice. So, like, I really don't even talk to her about it at all. At all. The only reason I haven't talked to her about it was because she hit me up in the DM and was like, oh, our girl is in France, so I'm thinking it's safe to come out and talk to you. And it turned into this. Let me show you guys. Like, I ended up with this. A full-on explanation about why French audiences and why me specifically saying that, oh, it's not a big deal. And I went on to explain to her that, oh, no, I'm literally saying it's not a big deal because it's not a big enough deal that it made it to America, that the French were upset about this whole food fiasco thing. You know what I mean? And sometimes things do make it all the way back to America about other countries feeling a certain way. And I was like, it hadn't really come up on any of my timelines, but I thanked her again for letting me know, because it is a big deal, and you're just being flippant about it. I was like, what? It was so weird, you guys. So fucking weird. So then in between me being like, oh, I don't want any misunderstandings with us. It's not a big deal. I'm not trying to convince you of shit. I didn't say you were wrong for shit. So I'm not sure why you're trying to act like I'm putting words someplace. But whatever. We don't have to talk about this no more is what I'm thinking. And then I start getting these right here. These Chat GPT things, so that I can have a full understanding about why it's disrespectful to go to a country and say that you don't want to eat pig brains with mayonnaise. I'm not sure what the fuck the problem is with saying you don't want to eat frog legs and pig brains with mayonnaise in crepes. I don't know what the fucking problem is. I don't know why the world just doesn't want anybody to be honest, so people's little panty feelings don't get hurt. I'm a black woman who grew up in a motherfucking America. Nobody gives a fuck about my feelings. But we supposed to sit around and give a fuck about the whole world's feelings instead of just be honest in a moment when somebody says, oh, did you like the food in France? And she says, no, I almost died. I almost starved. I tried and I couldn't get into it. I had to go find some soul food and then was mad it didn't taste like home. That was so innocent and self-deprecating. But instead, it got my friends panties in a bunch enough to attack me. But then she feels attacked. I'm like, what? Where'd they do that at? How the fuck did that happen? How we get here? I was like, and I was nothing but amicable because I can go off. You all already know. You all already know. I can go off and I can make something out of nothing. I can make a mountain out of molehill that you think is Mount motherfucking Everest, and Nick will fuck around and be like, oh, I want to go climb that mountain because he thinks it's real. Is how big I can make a motherfucking mountain. Okay? But no, I played all cool, back of the bus style. Oh, back of the bus style. And I was just like, oh, she just really must. Kind of literally, I really thought, because we haven't really interacted like this ever. So I really thought, oh, she must be going through something, kind of, you know? But I started getting this. So you guys, just FYI, because somebody in the world thought I should know it, so now you guys have to know too. Excuse me. That sometimes and then also in the back of my mind while she's telling me this stuff, I'm thinking, now, isn't it the French that are known for being so fucking rude all the time anyway when you're a tourist and you go over there and you don't know the language all the way and they're high-key fucking rude to people? But then you need to go over there and act like their food doesn't taste like ball sweat. Whatever. That's a lot of fucking nerve. It sounds like it's built on colonization, it sounds like. You get to tell all of your truth, and I can't even tell my real truth. What? Let's see some of these comments, because I've been going on for a minute. Hey, Curves in chat. Oh, did you like that background? Here, let me put it back up. Was that this one? This one? I love it too. We had Linnell, Devonda. I hope she practice her walking if she'll be walking in the show. I don't want people dragging her for her walk again. Look, at least she's there. I hear you, Devonda. And the word is walk again. Like, she's going to be walking again. And her walk is her walk. It's not like I think her walk is fine for a beginner. And she'll develop the kind of walk that she needs to. But you're right. People be trying to drag her for anything, even saying that she doesn't want to eat no French food in France. People get the likes up. Yeah, get the likes up to 25. There's 35 people in here. We have 14 likes. There are some people, some bushwhackers. Bushwhackers don't play. But you're entertained, so... Yeah, the sound. Couldn't hear, I know. Frick, frack. Yeah, they're miserable. Make a big deal. They made such a big deal about it. And so the same person was like, well, I was just telling you because she's getting dragged. Your girl is... And that's how I know she's still on that kind of chalet shit. Because she's like, your girl is getting dragged. What? Like, first it was like, oh, our girl is in Paris. Da-da-da-da. And then she's like, they're dragging your girl for disrespecting French food and talking about she doesn't like French food and said it was nasty. She didn't say all that. She literally said, I prefer da-da-da-da-da. She didn't say, and it's just like a fucking Chalet fan again to come with some bullshit and you say something nice about Olandria and it means you're saying something bad about the other one. She said something nice about her food. That means she's saying something bad about French food. It's just the same weird fucking shit. And I feel like it's an over-policing again of black women. Nobody wants to protect us, but they want to police what you fucking say, how you walk, how you move, how you talk, what you put in your mouth, what's on your fucking waist. They always want to police you, but nobody wants to protect that bitch. But everybody wants to try to control her and tell her how to exist in this world for their fucking comfort. And Becky, Susan, Karens get to walk around all motherfucking out of control, get to make everybody else in the world uncomfortable, but then we have to get into a tiny little motherfucking box so that people are comfortable. Fuck that. She already told you bitches. 2026 is her cocky year. Fucking weirdos. Oh, well, she said what she really felt. Oh, that's so bad. That black lady said what she really felt. Oh my God. She said she only likes cheese melted. Oh my God. That hurt us so bad. We're so sensitive in France that her not liking our food is so bad. Well, how do you think she keeps a 22-inch waist, bitch? It's not from eating pounds of butter and baguettes and cheese. That's not how you get that shit. So obviously she doing something right. That has zero to do with French cuisine. Yeah, right? Right, Christine? I didn't even have it for news. I'm telling you. The person sent it to me and was translating it for me because I don't speak in France. And I was like, I had no idea. And that's why I said it wasn't a big deal. To me, if it's a big deal, if America hears about it, then it becomes a big deal. But if it's just a little deal, then it stays in your country. So it was just weird. Your friend is getting defensive, projecting on you. I thought so too. Yep. Your friend needs to learn how to learn to detach if she's a shoelace. Yeah, because well, I feel like she's following Olandria now because at least Olandria is a winner, you know? And at the same time, though, for her to be like, your girl is getting dragged, I was like, it was our girl a second ago in France, and now your girl. I don't know. I'd be peeping game, though. I'd be peeping game. In France, they have multicultural foods from other countries, and people don't like French cuisine like that. Exactly. Your friend doesn't like Olandria, yup. So she needs to detach, right? And she was totally putting it on me, though. Medea, whole country, thank you, right? Like, they literally over police us. And yeah, and I'm like, maybe they just mad at her today because she's an American speaking her mind, you know? And she didn't do it in the French accent so perfectly. I took French in high school, and they told me, good, when you go to France, you better work on that accent because they will not even answer you. They will shun you in France over trying to speak in their lingo and not doing it properly. Like, they just are so fucking rude. In addition to being fucking colonizers, still trying to pillage and plunder the motherland, okay? They need to get their life together and leave Olandria alone. I just didn't even understand. So back to this. So she sent me all of this. I'm telling you, you guys have to know since I had to know. So I don't know. I don't think you understand how you come off. I took that part personally. I was like, no, I don't actually understand how the fuck I come off. Because I said it wasn't a big deal because it's not to me. You're bringing this to me now like I need to fucking care about it, and I don't. I appreciate you giving me the information. I'll bring it up on my live, but I don't care. Well, I just thought you needed to know that your girl was getting dragged in, and you know somebody on her team needs to do better and needs to tell her you don't go to other people's countries and disrespect and da da da. But it wasn't disrespect. She was literally, to me, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong. If you happen to have seen the actual post, it was more self-deprecating than disrespectful to their nation. But if I want to make it a big deal and really understand, then it has contextual framing, humility, curiosity, professional context, and social reality, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, this particular friend has never sent me nothing from ChatGPT before. Not really. Like, this was a lot. So the bottom line was ChatGPT said that it was human and understandable, and it was cultural clumsiness, basically. And even though she didn't say it like that, what they heard was Parisian food is bad. And even when I try to get my own food, they did it wrong. But that's not what she said. So it sounds like they hear through Shalace ears to me, because that's not what the fuck she said. It sounds like you're trying to make it, oh, she can't do anything either because Olandria is doing it. And I don't know. It's just like, are you guys all in hot Burkham yoga in France reaching so far? You're going to get a spraying, bitch. You're going to spraying something. You keep reaching so far without warming up first. So then anyway, this is them on their France flight. On their way to France. This is Reginald Reisman. They're cheersing in what looks like first class on the plane. And here is Reginald's view. And yeah, she ordered a nothing burger. Right? And I bet it took another inch off her waist because she couldn't eat for a week in France. Okay? This is the look after Nick's date night with Olandria. Okay, let me show you. Somebody pointed this out. They were like, Nick before his date night with Olandria. And that's Nick after. Let me show you Nick before. It was bad. It was pretty bad, you guys. What was it? They're hilarious. See if I have it. Thank you guys for coming through. Smash the like button. Smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, ring the bell so you can get notified. Oh, this was it. They were like before Olandria, after Olandria. Isn't that funny, YouTube? You guys can't see it in the TikTok. But isn't that hilarious? There's no reason to dislike Tav. And her tweet was entitled to talking about giving her heads up, those women that be talking about they love Olandria but be the first ones to attack even for dumb stuff, right? She didn't. LOL. Your friend took it personally. It felt like it and it sounded like it. Like I didn't say nothing that warranted her telling me I was trying to convince her of shit or anything. Like because I didn't. I didn't try to. I was just like, it was innocent to me. Sounds like people are just hating on her even in France, but what I'm hearing is France. Anyway. Yes, okay. And as it turns out, you're right, Devonda, because after hours went by, right? And then I saw that she said she was going to France. And then I posted that Paris Landria, right? And then further down in that same thread, on Threads, this same person, my friend, is there like snarking with other snarkers about how it was she needs to get it together and it was disrespectful. And then you guys, she turned around and reposted. Remember I told you I had sent her the picture saying it was innocent enough? I had sent her this picture in our chat, right? She turned around and posted this picture in that thread on Threads and was like, see, she says she's saying that she doesn't like French cuisine. And used the picture I used to say it was innocent in the thread to show that Olandria was guilty of disrespecting France, you guys. I don't even know if this person's my friend anymore at this point. I have no fucking idea because that's some weird behavior. Like I literally sent this picture to you in a thing, and the next thing I see is it's in the thread on the DM for this. Because you see how she said welcome to Paris, da 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 da, right? So in this thread under here, somebody was like, oh, they said the same thing I did. They were pretty much like, oh, that's not a big deal. So then she goes back and answers that with the fucking picture I sent her. And to me, that's kind of interesting. I mean, do with it what the fuck you want to. But I was sending it to you so you could understand. I wasn't trying to convince you. I was trying for you to understand why I thought it was innocent enough and more self-deprecating than anything. And then you're going to turn around and use that to confirm that it was in fact disrespect. I was mind blown, gobsmacked, you guys. Like I said, I don't know if this is like my friend anymore or not, because I kind of feel like that was like a public statement of this. And then I happened on her IG today and it said something about if you don't know the person who you're arguing with, then da 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 da. And I don't know if that was to me or to the other people who she was snarking with in the comments, but I really loved this person and thought we were cool. And for her to be the one that put me on this, and now it feels like it's the rift between us, is very interesting. Very, very interesting. But that everything has a time, a season, and a time, a season, and a lifetime. Whatever, you know the saying. You know that saying. Associate at arm's length, right? Like, that's weird, right? But she didn't put my name in it or anything. So she just used what I had said. So I was just like, that is so bizarre. So bizarre. But anyway, back to the story about Elandria. So Nick before, Nick after. Paris Landria. And then Nick had said it was going to be a good night tonight. So she was saying good day. And then this was good night. And then Nick was on fire at the DJ set, you guys. He was on fire. I need to repost that video I have. I have some video footage of him last night. And thank you guys for tagging me in that live, because I would not have known. But in this particular picture, you can't see, but Ella and Baltimore Batty are there. And I was like, was that Big Belgian there too? I don't know. But Nick was having a great time. This is when, so the girl who was going live last night from Nick's DJ set in Miami, right on the water. You know how he takes phones from people and then takes a picture of the crowd and him. Well, we were on the live and he took the phone, and this is the picture, the screenshot from when he took the phone from the person, and it was so cool. It was so freaking cool. And there's Ella. That's Ella's long blonde hair right there. Oh, and then we had confirmation of Elandria in Paris from other people, fans seeing her in the line. And then they took pictures with her at the airport, you guys. She's always so reachable and amicable. Oh, and then I thought this was funny, because when I do go over to Threads, I stay for a minute. Like I said, I don't actively post on Threads a lot. That was actually one of my first times even responding to anything that Elandria has ever written, was to put, are they ready for Paris Landria? I don't even really respond over here or nothing. But I thought this was funny. This guy, Daniel Who 91 is his tag. And it says, who try and recreate this with eyes? And it's Nick and Elandria at the winners circle on Love Island. And it was their thing on Love Island, like they're winning, right? And then he's like, who's trying to recreate this? And then he did a picture of him, and he's a white boy, and he's looking for a black girl, so they can be the VanCarthens. Okay? And then some of the comments on there was like, but are you serious though? I thought that was funny. I really did. And here we go again with some good fan art. I love it. And I was like, well, did this person know about the food kerfuffle? And that's why they gave her a croissant and some wine so the people could shut the fuck up? I love it. I love it. Anything to make the haters shut up. Fine. Here, you think she hates your food? Fine. Because this picture is the equivalent, right? She said she spoke the truth and said it really wasn't her thing. And you guys got mad at that. So you want her to lie. So here's a picture first. A picture speaks 1,000 words, so she don't have to lie verbally. She loves it. Doesn't it look like she loves croissants and wine? Right? Okay. No, is there one? Who's here? Is somebody here? In these comments, Devonda, or in the comments in the threads thing? No, I didn't stay long enough to see that. But I did. Ooh, now that you brought that up. Ooh, so you know when our girl went to the is this it? No. When our girl went to the Golden Globes, like within 24 hours of that, she who walks behind the rose finally popped out from under her rock. And somebody was like, oh, I can't wait till you go to the Grammys. And her response was, oh, I don't want to go until I've earned it. And I don't want to just go to go. I only want to go when I've earned it, she said. So that was like, in a way, shade, we think. Because the people that were like, why is Olandria at this place? Were saying that because she's not an actress, and that was for like actors and actresses. She wants to be, but they wanted eyes there. That's what Olandria did. She got eyes on the Golden Globes that wasn't giving two shits or fucks about the Golden Globes. So, yeah. Let's see. I think I have it. Let me see if I have it. It was actually before the Ace interview, before my birthday. Before the hoodies. Let me go back. It's all the way back to the green dress. It's taking me a minute, you guys. Okay. We're getting close. Oh, I need to clear out my photos, but see, if I do, then I won't be able to like go get this photo for us the way we're about to do. I'm about to show you. Because I was like, why has she got to be a hater? Let's go this way. I think it's this way. It was words, delete. I thought I took another picture of it here recently. So do you guys think that she's going to be first in the show, second in the show, third in the show? Is she going to open it? Is it a bigger deal to open the show or to close the show? Because you guys are the ones that told me about sitting at the show versus walking in the show. Okay, I'm going to give up looking for it in 5, 4, 3, 2. Watch me find it as soon as I get off here. Okay, here's what I'll do. If I find it, or should I say, oh, here it is. Damn, bam. There we go. Oh, I was just getting ready to quit, you guys. Okay, so she had put, somebody said, Huda, the Grammys, please attend. And it says, I want to go when I'm nominated. Actually feels rewarding, if I'm being honest, although I could go, but want it to be fulfilling. And then it says, I really want my first time to be where I'm nominated. Like, I could go, but trying to be smart and move with purpose. You hear me? You guys, you see that? Was that shade or not? Was that shade? Was that shade? I'm like, oh my gosh. So also on Thursday, we did listen to a clip of Amaya has music dropping. And imagine that she doesn't have the extra LYs on all the words, but that's practice. They could also take those off with tuning. It's a little auto tuning. They said they try to say she sounds like Coy Leray or something. Coy Lee. I don't think so. Unless, hey, look. But it's interesting. When I used to listen to this Latino band called Menudo growing up, it was a boy band. And they would only let the kids be in the band until their voices changed. And like Ricky Martin is a famous previous Menudo guy. If you guys know who Ricky Martin is, or like he's in the Palm Royale show. So anyway, so Menudo would get rid and cycle out people once they got to a certain age, you know? And when they would go on their interviews, the Menudo boys couldn't speak English, but they could sing English. And they would sing and they would be able to do stuff with their accents, but then when they spoke, their accent would be very thick and like their English wasn't great when they were kids, but now it's great, you know. So I do know that in some ethnicities, cultures, like you can sing in one language and then, but when you talk, it still has your accent. So I don't know if that's what's happening with Amaya's voice, because she definitely does not sound nothing like Amaya. Okay? Right? Oh, look, Tiger said this right here, YouTube, is a self-read because she's assuming that she'll be nominated. That's a good one, Tiger. That's a good one. Closing is pretty still number one, right? Yeah, because closing is because sometimes that's the big the big piece numbers, like the freaking, what is it called? The bridal gown. The gown is sometimes the final number, you know? But I'll take it when I can get it. Huda better not try to do R&B with her racist performative self. I didn't need to read too much and then read her response. Couldn't care less about anything she got going on. She is shading herself. Upcoming artists would want to be invited to this. For she is just freaking weird. Girl, just say you weren't invited. That's shade, but it was to cope. That wasn't shade. That was to cope, user said. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah, that was to cope. That was to cope. Now let's go back. Okay, let's go back to the other side. Now we know Painted by Esther and the Reismans are going to get her all the way together for the event. Which is going to be great. Showstopper. In whatever she's in, she's going to be a showstopper. You're right, Tiger. Now, okay, just in the vein of Black woman, oh my godness. Does anybody need some Jodie Turner in their life? Can we get a shout out to the melanated excellence that's Jodie fucking Turner? Hello? Hello? She gives me goosebumps in this. Like, I literally get chills. I'm having a reaction to seeing her melanin in this black on this red carpet with the like, she's gorgeous. Like, you guys. You guys. You guys. You guys. This is Jodie motherfucking Turner. Okay? Like Lisa Renner says, I'm Lisa motherfucking Renner. Well, this is Jodie motherfucking Turner. Okay? Okay. Now what was this? You know, I go through and get you guys. Okay, so last night I told you how somebody sent me a live and they were at the event in Florida, right? Well, there were a number of aunties popped out in true Greek Fest style and Nick Van's Freako Nico support style. The aunties were in full effect. And Drew Spreek said that she did something today She went to see Nick Vans at the Palm Beach, at the Palm Tree Club with the ballroom, and we had a time. Best part, I was home before 10 p.m. And look, Nick came and said, thanks for coming. Nick is so sweet, you guys. I love it. I love it. Now, this is the view from behind Nick. This is what was behind Nick last night, you guys, while he was doing this. You see that light behind him? That was the last light before this, right on the water. This is like, he's going to be in Ibiza in no time flat. He's going to be a resident DJ at Ibiza during peak party time, okay? And O is going to come out there and be his DJ babe for a couple of the shows. She doesn't have to stay. She's going to have so much to do. She's going to have to jet set off to the next place, but she'll come. But this is getting us very close to Ibiza, the party island where all the DJs want to be. Freako Nico. Okay, 6'7". Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Did I show you guys this? Do I even have it? I think I have it. It's so funny. So you know he's about that 6'7" life. Let me show you. So the network is down. 6'7". Okay. So he has some tickets on sale. Nico does. Freako Nico. He has some tickets on sale. Here we go. Is this them? Look, he's so funny. And he put on his Snapchat. I can't make this up. $7. And I have 6 to 7 dates left until sold out. And I'll play at 6 or 7 p.m. And the tickets are $67. Isn't that hilarious? He's hilarious, him and his 6'7" ass. Him and his 6'7". 6'7". Let's see. We're almost done. Oh, and then somebody, of course, leave it to these fans. I'm telling you, us VanCarthens are incredible. Somebody took this from one of those, this is in his Snapchat of when he was in Dallas visiting Nicolandria during the summer. And he was in the car, she was driving, and he pulled out money, and she was like, oh, give me some of that, right? So they went and had a shirt made and designed this shirt, and they're calling him Nick Bands, you guys. Isn't that hilarious? And it shows Nicolandria's fingers plucking money from Nick's hands in her, it looks like a Tesla to me. Nick Bands. Isn't that hilarious? Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. So that is from his Snapchat. He was hilarious. And we're so creative. Okay. So then nothing was happening. Okay. She got to Paris on Friday. Yesterday, I was getting told that she's talking about French food. And we didn't have any movement from her. Nick was DJing all night. He didn't even post too much. There was the live from the event. And then, you know me, I'm always checking all the places I can check for us. And there was no movement. None. Right? Until this morning. When we found out that the fittings start now. So you guys, I'm going to give it, no, I'm not giving it away, but this is her stylist, Reggie, and he's confirming that fittings start now. Yep, that's from this morning. And this is from this morning, like within the last 4 or 5 hours now. And so Reggie posted this, and that made me pop over and make my Hello VanCarthens. I did a Bonjour VanCarthens video that did not get any play on TikTok, so fuck TikTok. But over here in YouTube, hopefully you guys got to see it, where this makes me believe that she is in fact walking in Rahil's show. And that it is in fact Rahil's show, because then the next picture And then I went and looked. This is the name of his show is going to be called Alchemy. And he was very thoughtful about his concept. And it's very colorful and everything. But you know how I confirmed it's going to be definitely who she's wearing? Because then we got this posted too. And that says the name of the designer. And that's the jacket that her stylist was wearing when he said that fitting start today, right now. So to me, that says that they have what she's going to wear. It's in this bag, and he's on his way back already so that he can do his styling things to it. Oh, this is how you make a candle. I wanted to let you guys know on the East Coast, if you run out of candles, all you need is some rice, some water, some oil, some cotton balls, some Q-tips, and a lighter. And you fill up a glass, and you put half it filled with rice, and then you pour water, and you cover it with water, and then you pour oil right in the center of it, like a good tablespoon of oil right in the center of it. And then you know how oil and water don't mix, right? So then you go get some Q-tips, and you cut off the ends of one of the ends, and then you stick the no tip in straight into the oil, through the rice, push it down in there, secure it. And then the end that has the cotton still on it, you light that. And with the oil now on it, it acts like a perpetual candle, you guys. And it doesn't really run out. It just continuously burns because of that oil. And if you need to make it brighter, add more Q-tips. If you need to make it warmer, add more Q-tips. Always make sure you have it on a fireproof top, or someplace where it won't tip over easily. And that's just for my curvies on the East Coast in this cold, and in Canada, anywhere you guys might be cold and need some extra light or heat. I was thinking of that for you guys. Okay, and that's pretty much it, you guys. That is pretty much it. Yeah, everybody needs to stay safe. There's a photo of her in off-white right now. I need to get off of here and go look then, Shade, because I am like, ooh-wee.
$2 million for Dr. Pep?
Oh, you guys heard about the lady who did the jingle for Dr. Pepper, Romeo. Dr. Pepper, baby, is good and nice. Well, I hate the commercial for Mr. Pibb. And every time it comes on, I'm like, they need to really get their shit together, because nothing about this commercial makes me want to buy Mr. Pibb. It says, Mr. Pibb, bold, kick a cherry. And I just laugh at it every time. So instead of hate on him, I wrote him a jingle. And here it goes. I'm going to let you guys hear it. Let me see. Can I get it? Well, I have two versions. But the initial version that I did was, I feel like it's too long. It's 37 seconds, and that's too long.
Flavors bold. Always drinking. Ice cold. Bold kick. A cherry ripe. You should drink it day and night. Bold kick of cherry. Yeah.
Okay, so I did that one. And then my husband was like, well, that's a bop, Mom, but why is it so long? He asked me. He said, why is it so long? I'm like, you're right. They're not going to want to play that because it has they're not going to want to play that because that's like 37 seconds. And you know, time is money on these things. So I did a remix.
For Mr. Pip. Mr. Pip. Flavors bold. Always drink it. Ice cold. Ball kick. A cherry ride. You can drink it day or night. Ball kick a cherry. Yeah.
See?
Okay, I have the jingle.
So I like both of those. So if you guys can go to my socials and tag Coca-Cola, I really do feel like Mr. Pibb could use a nice little jingle of its own. Now, I actually prefer Dr. Pepper, but Romeo beat me to it. Okay? As far as that kind of drink, Dr. Pepper is my drink. Mr. Pibb is to me a knockoff Dr. Pepper. But they don't have to know that I'm not really they need a song too, and maybe if they had a better song, somebody would drink more of Mr. Pibb, because Mr. Pibb isn't even really a thing. But I did want to do my part to try to help Mr. Pibb. Okay, I think it did good. Yep, exactly. And then I ended with my yep. Sure did. Okay, so here I go again, and okay. Ouch. Okay, so here's the live.
We're back. Feels good. I'm super excited this time around, and all the girls look amazing.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
Okay.
I like that movie. I see why.
Okay, yeah. So it's dead over here still. Yep, nothing's happening over in the TikTok streets. Thought I could get a panel going for us or something, but I wasn't able to today. So I hope you VanCarthens really appreciated this update on VanCarthening. And if I hear some more excellence, I will definitely come back and tell you. Be sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button on your way out. Since you're in here and we're not to 41 yet, but there's 41 people watching. So on your way out, the rest of you that hasn't hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. Share the video out. Leave your comments. I love interacting with you guys. I love hearing your thoughts. Drop that friend. You know, I'm willing to let things be that this was, like I said, we've known each other cyberly for years, okay? For years. And it's always been very amicable. There was like maybe one other time that I was like, oh, okay. But this right here, this was a lot kind of to me, because I kind of felt attacked. And I don't usually feel attacked. I told you guys, I have a very thick skin. I grew up in the 70s where you could call everybody whatever the fuck you felt like calling them, and they couldn't get mad, okay? So I have a really thick skin. I grew up sticks and stones will break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Like, I'm thick, okay? But I was kind of left like, after that. I was like, where'd that come from? So I'm not going to drop them immediately. That's just not my personality. But I will definitely be putting this in my Rolodex and seeing if something like this happens again, or I'm left feeling like this again, like almost chastised. I was chastised. That's what it was. I wasn't left feeling like bad, but I don't like being admonished by another grown person when we're equals. Like, don't do that. Your point is valid. My point is valid, but don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'll allow space for correction. And if this becomes a new pattern, then yeah, I'll go ahead and distance myself so that I don't have to have the feeling of being admonished by someone who had the nerve to think Shalace was going to last. Okay? They had the nerve to think Shalace was going to last. And I told them the whole time, that's not going nowhere, ma'am. That won't be going anywhere, ma'am. There's no way that a 28-year-old woman is going to feel like training that knucklehead anything for too long, ma'am. And they were telling me, oh no, it's nicolandria that's not going to last. Well, my couple's still the last one standing, you know? So, yeah. Yeah. Okay, you guys, I love you a lot. Look, no, I want to be just like you. Maybe I need to drop people sooner. Maybe that will help my life improve greatly. And I wouldn't have so much, I wouldn't have this dog downstairs that's not my motherfucking dog. I tell you, this patience ain't all it's cracked up to be, and it's at my own expense very often. Okay? This patience is not what it's cracked up to be sometimes, and it's at my own expense because I have a dog downstairs right now, and we're going on year 2 of this fucking dog being left in my house. And the people that own the dog just moved to Arizona motherfucking Zona. And in California, it's against the law to abandon an animal. And since I'm the last one with the animal, the shit's gonna look at me like I've abandoned this shit when the owner is in motherfucking Arizona. So that's what my patients got me on that. So yeah, maybe I do need to take a book out of Shaday's page. Okay, you're a Cancer. Okay, so maybe I do need to tap into my Cancer. Fun fact, I'm a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn moon, and a Cancer rising. So I do have it in me to drop a bitch fast. And I've done that before, but it kind of like has to be really extenuating circumstances where, yeah, it has to be like really like, for me to cut a motherfucker off, it has to like, yeah, but I can pull out my crab pincher. I guess I can. Yes, it was, but not an FBA. Not an FBA, a Caribbean. I don't know if that matters. Yeah. Okay, Devonda, no wonder we love each other. I love a good Scorpio because you guys don't affect me because since I'm a Capricorn, I have hooves. Like, on a Capricorn, they have goat feet, right? And so you go to sting me, you get all hoofed, baby. You have to be a pretty big Scorpio to like affect the sting to me, get me jumping. I could sit through a lot, right? So anyway. Okay, you guys, I love you guys a lot. Ooh, we got up to 29 likes. That's very, c'est très joli. C'est bon. Oui, c'est bon. Okay? Anyway, you guys, thanks for coming through. Make sure you smash the buttons, be all you can be, and go have a baguette. Talk to you soon. Peace.